They need to make the mid 2v2 unlivable for Xiaohu. When you are playing with this Talia and this Nocturne, anytime Victor has flash, you need to be able to look to blow it with the seismic shove, get good team fight, and they have setup. They have a lot of crowd control. So you can move around the map, really kind of move around the battlefield as well. See this dive potentially coming in. I think it's a bit tough. Again, you're playing, it's level 2 Maokai.
And On is on the way as well. Big stun going to connect here from Tien. That will likely make the dive happen, but no!
Way.
Bin flashes away. He heals up from On's help, and that'll be first blood picked up here for BLG. Bin will go down in a trade, but that is very, very worth it for Bilibili.
These turrets is going to be important. Just, again, we were looking at BLG. They have great tools for being able to set up a team fight, and it's going to be on Weibo to be able to...
Oh, wave 6.
Maybe they can play on his bottom side. Breathe has flash and the ult as well as the counter-strike now. I think it's tough. I think this dive is tough.
You're right. Part of me was thinking like he was going to send it all the way back to the grubs, but instead helping out Bin a little bit, making sure he gets his wave in.
Catch a lot of the wave clear. And finally get to see Knight move out from mid. He's just doing a little bit of cursory mid. Oh,
okay. There are those semi-globals in the mid lane that we were talking about. We said that the BLG mid jungle had to get ahead, and they do so here, taking down Xiaohu. Knight picks up the kill.
There we go. We wanted to see it a little bit earlier, but honestly, I'll take it. You know that Victor is an immobile mage, without, especially if he has flash. You have to be able to force a summoner spell or force the issue. And now, seeing this play, Hung misses the Eclipse and the E, so I don't know, guys.
Well, the bullet time comes out though. Tien slowing with the Heartbreaker. That is enough to take the Xayah down. But now Light is in a precarious situation, and Wei is here to try to follow things up. And now it's a 3v1. Even though it's under the turret, Wei could be in some trouble without that paranoia. Tien with a stolen away Xayah body going to land the Blade Caller. Another tower shot will take down Light as he just walked a little bit too close to that tier 1. The Q from Wei will not take down Hung. Bin is still getting pressured out. He does have the teleport if he wants to head back to base for a quick reset, and might prove to be worthwhile with Tien hovering on the bottom side. But Knight, now the one who actually gets caught out here. The solar flare comes through from Hong, and that is Tien picking up that kill. 1-0 in favor of Weibo in this engage so far, but you already see Wei hovering towards that grubs, wanting to even up that count. Weibo, though, with that numbers advantage, want to make something happen here. They already have Breathe on this side. Bin going to try to match with the teleport.
And from Knight. So Tien on this jungle is starting to get really supercharged. He's a little bit behind it in experience, but he has a lot of camp still to do. He's 3-0-1 on this Viego with a completed Trinity Force. We need to see this guy pull off a carry performance if we Weibo are going to be able to take game 3 here.
He's making his way down here towards the dragon to try to even that count up. We are trading back and forth these objectives on either sides of the map as we have come across what is, I think so far, a very close game number 3.
Looking at, especially when we're talking about someone like Weibo with these ultimates, double Triforce now completed for your top and jungle, and Xiaohu is going to be finishing up on this Sarah soon, so we'll have additional survivability coming into a fight.
Breathe, able to pick up the first tower of the game. That is the Feast of Strength going towards Weibo. Now jumping in on Tonight to try to fight this down to 1v2.
No
goes in with a Counter-Strike flash and will take down Knight. Now the next target is Elk, but with the paranoia coming in, it will be a shutdown going in towards the enemy to carry. But what a fight coming out from Breathe, getting the tower and a kill. They're going to trade those towers once again, but because Breathe was able to get that bot tier 1 first, net positive so far for Weibo Gaming as Light will extend the gold lead to 2,000 on the red team's favor. Remember, we all
versus a Jax. Talia is not a very competent side laner, especially in comparison, so we're seeing it time and time again. BLG not really respecting some of the strengths and I think overplaying some of their hands. Oh, now he get caught.
Yeah, he is definitely in some trouble with the paranoia in just to confirm the kill and potentially even look for more. Tether lands in onto the Viego, and Tien in a lot of trouble. It will be another kill picked up here for Elk as Xiaohu forced to pop the Arcane Storm and run for the hills with the Rift Herald now on the menu for BLG.
Legendary caster curse, setting up all the great parts of Weibo into immediately a great team fight for BLG, who grabbed themselves the Rift Herald and the flash from Xiaohu, so wonder if they'll be able to make a big enough impact onto them as They're now sending Light over. They recognize that, look, we didn't get much on. We're not going to be able to get much on the top side. This Victor is going to be able to wave clear by himself. Let's see if we can get as much damage on his bottom tier 1, and even maybe set up for a dragon as Tian respawns and is immediately out onto the bottom side of the map.
Out of this Taliyah pick.
I mean, Hung is just too far up, right? Like, this has happened so many series so far for Weibo. Hung by himself.
Embrace for a little bit of extra sustainability as Knight immediately teleports in to the top lane, going to get targeted up by Hong, but look at Wei dashing underneath the tower with the paranoia. Here comes On as well with the quickness. Zhao, who is ticking, but will survive. Now Breathe with a massive flank off of the teleport is looking to rip apart BLG. Here comes Tian as well with the Heartbreaker. It's already 1 kill picked up. They're looking for more as they continue to try to chase down BLG. On dashed away with the grand exit. And Tian will be unable to pick up any more.
A little bit of gold, but look what Weibo are able to get on the backside of this. It's another few mid waves here for Light. It'll be hopefully this top tier 1 if they can help it.
Yeah, Breathe just trying to set up time for Light. Flashes forward here with the counter-strike, finds a big stun, will be able to escape with his life. Light does not have the bullet time available, but it will be enough damage for Tian to pick up the kill on the Bin. That is another one going towards Weibo. They want this top tier 1, they want it bad. All 5 of their members on the top side of the map.
BLG's mid laner, a star in the making and a legend here, one of the best mids ever seen in the LPL, is just crumbling so far. And this is an elimination series. This is one of the worst times to have your stars not being able to play up here. And this fight is so good, and Breathe and Tian are playing incredibly.
Oh, another fight under the mid lane turret. Here comes BLG. Light's already down, and now Hong is the next target. It's another kill in for Light. Knight, a double kill for the Taliyah as they break open the tier 1 turret and now use that Rift Herald to rotate towards the Otacon buff that has just spawned.
Getting more of a series than we thought we were. Weibo have been, I thought that Weibo were going to be a top 4 team, and they need to be able to prove it. Uh-oh.
Another fight being forced here in the mid lane is already Xiao, who is forced to flash away. Teleport in from Bin is very far forward, but he's going to be matched alongside Wei. All the way forward, BLG do dive, but look at Breathe cleaning things up on the back line with a teleport flank of his own. Already just a 1-for-1, looking for a little bit more as Bin finally will drop as Tian gets himself another reset and potentially looking now towards the dragon.
Hong, you also had the Seraph Shield as well, which provided so much time. And look at the summoner spells that were used there. Bin TP'd into that play. He wanted to try to make something happen, and they were able to trade a couple of great summoner spells. No flash from Tian, and kind of the story afterwards has been really impressive to see. And we need to be able to have those big carry moments when they carry.
Paranoia, it comes out. Knocks 3 away, but a big seismic shove comes through from Knight, and that is the shutdown first picked up Tian. The main carry for Weibo is down. Bullet time on the other side is big though. Light chunks everybody down to half, but half is not enough for any kills as everybody on BLG still stands tall. The 2 carries for Weibo are still alive, and they can dish out a ton of damage if they are given the opportunity to, but BLG are looking to shut the door. They try to break open this tier 1 turret and split Xiaohu and Light from each other. It's already been a 3-for-0. It could potentially be more as Zhao is on the wrong side of the map. He had the death race. He's going to get away here from that seismic shove, but here comes On. He lands the grand entrance and will take Xiaohu down.
There's the teleports coming in. Bin literally TP'd behind him. They were going to start the Otacon. They don't want to go for this. Why are BLG so hesitant? They can't do it. They can't do it. They know that bullet time is coming up. Yes, Light did lose his flash, but he has Bloodthirster, right? So he'll be able to heal as long as he's able to at least auto a couple of minions and Breathe in a side lane right now.
Now gives Weibo a little bit of angle. Dragon going to reset. Bin, blast cones over the wall, and now the battle lines have been drawn. Ultimates available for every single player as this could get bloody. Here comes the Nature's Grasp. Weaver's Wall going to try to block out Tian as BLG going to burst down the Dragon, and it will be secured by Elk. But look at Breathe on the flank. Has the Counter-Strike procced, but does not want to pull the trigger as he was too far ahead of the rest of his team.
Lost. There's no ability for them to interact with the Taliyah wall. It stops them from getting into a play. It stops them from this massive flank in Breathe. And they take a mid-tier or 2 off of it. They'll be able to take some more jungle camps mid. They're using Xayah and this Taliyah to really zone them out into this river brush. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, and now Hong is the one potentially caught out. He's chunked down to half HP with a Nature's Grasp already coming out. The Leona is dead before she can cast a single spell. And now it is going to be another kill over to BLG as Breathe will fall. Here comes the Weaver's Wall. Knight with a seismic shove to take down Light. It is another one picked up for Elk. Another 3 for nothing for BLG as Tien and Xiaohu are forced to run for the hills. Now with 3 members on their side in their advantage, will this be the time that BLG starting up an objective?
And the setup is just so sloppy here for Weibo. They are not able to get damage down. They're not able to stop this Taliyah. It's just so clean here for BLG. They're making really good snap calls onto, hey, we're turning onto this objective, we're turning onto this player, make sure that we're focus firing them, and they'll take the Baron. Knight's gonna TP, they're gonna start up this. Otacon Tien is in the area, but he'll have to walk over Vision, and he just he has no way of entering the pit.
Wow, so after that one fight, that was the play that BLG needed to take both the Baron and the Otacon.
Behind as well. Yes, it's Breed that does have an advantage, but we talked about this bottom lane. Elk is now up 30. Mid lane as well, as the case here for Knight. So they're slowly losing out on resources, and you already see almost level 18 here for Knight, and Tien just can't do anything. He has to use the Heartbreaker to get out from mid. They're just losing everywhere.
And now the Nature's Grasp comes out. That will at least lock up Xiaohu and maybe Bin looking for the play. But instead, BLG just going to take down this bot lane inhibitor with mid lane next on the menu, with another wave crashing in very, very shortly. Going in forward, just trying to lock down Breathe right now, who forces to go golden. Bin flashing over the Weaver's Wall. Again, the bullet time not doing too much, but is it enough to take down Bin? The answer is no. The healing is there, and Bilibili Gaming are ravaging this team fight. Hong is now the next target with the Eclipse. Light tries to flash forward to pick up something, but BLG will reign supreme and take us to match point in this series.
They kill Xiaohu, and that will be it for game number 3. Weibo, with an incredible opening, are not able to close it. It's 23-9. Game score would have told you this was a one-sided game, but the complete different here for the rest of the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.